I would be curious how people who've had past things like that, whether it was a drug addiction or near almost overdose or like self-harm like that. Yeah, I mean, how you handle it with your kids.
Well, regardless of how she handles it, this is a pretty big comeback. Your own show at Hulu. If that's not a fuck you to Bravo, I don't know what is. And let's face it, she doesn't want to be on freaking Vanderpump Villa. It was like, okay, you want your own, or it could be the opposite. We want you so bad for this show, which ain't doing so good. We'll give you your own show. Listen, Lisa Vanderpump is just beside herself, right? She don't hold no grudge. She's just like, this is the best thing for my show. She said it before. Stassi and James are the two best she's ever worked with. Lisa must be thrilled. Thrilled.
No, wait. Is Stassi getting her own show? I thought it was
Yeah.
a Lisa Vanderpump show.
No, there's two shows. She has her own show at Hulu.
Oh,
She's going on to Vanderpump Villa, which I imagine, I don't know. I imagine Lisa saying,
oh.
"You're all a bunch of bullocks last season, and you all suck, and we're bringing in the big guns." And then just like Heather Dubrow coming back to the OC, where she's like, "I am back." I think Stassi is gonna storm in and be like, "All right, it's time to get serious." No, she has her own show. It's called Straight Up Stassi. It's a half an hour docu-comedy. Nothing to do with Lisa Vanderpump. Stassi and Bo and their little friend group and everything
Oh,
has their
well, our
own
girl
show.
Taylor Strucker will probably be on it because they're BFFs. Okay, wait, I am unaware of this. You're breaking news to me.
Oh,
So
yeah.
what is this show gonna be? What is this gonna
Well,
be about?
well,
Okay.
it says it's a docu-comedy. I don't know if this is going to be like So Notorious. Anyone watch So Notorious? It was great with Tori Spelling, and it was like Lonnie Anderson played her mother, and Zach Quinto played her gay best friend, and she played herself, but it was like not a reality show, but it was based on her life. That's what I think of when I think of docu comedy. Like it doesn't sound like it's reality. It sounds like it's like a heightened version of her life. But I think it's going to be her and Bo and friends, yeah. No, Miss Stassi has her own 30-minute show coming to Hulu, in addition to being on Vanderpump Villa. So I imagine that one of them has something to do with the other, like go on this and we'll give you this. But it's a big deal, Sarah. She has a new book.
Well,
Like,
I is it okay, but it's not like a one-time 30-minute special, right?
no, it's an
It's like an
actual
ongoing
show.
it's like 8 episodes. Okay. And it
Yeah,
sounds like endlessly relatable, utterly hysterical, and questionably sane. Stassi is the anchor of a fresh ensemble of comedic and chaotic characters
there you
who
go.
are dealing with identity crises and major life crossroads of their own. And Stassi's the one who has to keep them all afloat, reads the log line. I don't get what that means though. Like,
Basically, she
I
said
don't
no to Vanderpump Rules. She said
okay.
no to the Valley. And now she's going to have her own Vanderpump Rules. Stassi and
Oh,
Friends. You
okay.
can
Okay.
rest assured it will say starring Stassi Schroeder, Clark, starring Bo Clark. Bo will be right up there, girl. And whoever her friends are. When she says, I'm not going to be on the Valley because I don't do pasta, and I'm on a diet. I don't eat pasta anymore, and those aren't my friends. Well, I think we're about to meet Stassi's friends. She has her own show, girl. You ever hear of that before?
Okay.
Welcome to Stassi's new life, new book, many articles, Vanderpump Villa, which I don't think she really wants to be on. I think Lisa's thrilled, and I think it was tied into her getting her own show. I mean, if someone says you want your own show, but you got to go do this other show with Lisa for 20 minutes, yeah.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
Stassi is here, girl. Stassi has
Okay.
gotten, forget
Okay.
about the cancellation, forget about
Wow.
Tamron Hall, forget about all that shit. She said no to Vanderpump. She said no to the Valley. And according to her, getting her own show has been in the works for a very long time. That she has wanted to talk about this in interviews. She has wanted to scream but in this town, Sarah, now I'm in New York, but in
Oh,
this town
okay.
where you and I both live, things take a real, so this has been going on for months and years. And here she is, 2020, canceled. Podcast taken off of Apple, fired from Bravo. Going on Tamron Hall to clear your name did worse. Nobody, book deal
What a
canceled.
I want all her
Or
secrets. Like, how do you bounce back? That's amazing.
own show. You want your own show? Well, guess what? Stassi's got it. Huge win, right?
Enormous win. Enormous win.
I think what we're
She's just
learning,
always had a rabid fan base. Always.
I like Stassi. Listen, I'm going to be tuning into Vanderpump Villa next season, and I didn't the first season. I tried. I'll be watching I mean, I don't think she's just going to be a guest. I think she's going to be brought in as like, I can't manage you crazy, psychotic people. I'm bringing in the big guns from LA. And then I think that's just my vision of how it's going to work. And Stassi's going to appear, and there's going to be scenes between Lisa and Stassi. It is going to be like, and Miss Vanderpump, let's face it, she don't give one. Peter says this and she denies it. She's secretly so happy that Peter's like giving press to the. I mean, she's probably so thrilled that Stassi is coming to her show to like, right? She bring them all. Bring James over. It only helps LVP.
Oh, like Stassi is living her best life.
Yes, yes, honey. This is like this is a deal. This is an actual deal. What do you think of all
Wow.
this now?
The Stassmeister. I gotta read. I think she just had an article out too in
Mhm.
Bustle, Stassi Schroeder on
Yep.
life after Vanderpump Rules, Hulu deal, and new book. I
See,
gotta read
Hulu
this. I gotta take
deal.
her advice. I gotta take her advice.
Hulu deal, my darling. Hulu deal. This is the real deal, babes. You know, you're driving down the 405 in that car of yours. You're pitching your shows. You're showing up. You're bringing your
Uh,
briefcase.
I need her like tips.
You got to get in touch with Stassi. You have your own course you're going to be launching. I have my course. This one, you need Stassi. This one is, that's who you go to.
This one we need the Stas. All
And
right.
she should teach a course on cancellation too. Schwartz, I guess we're gonna see him on we're gonna see a pregnant Lindsay, and we're gonna see a sober Carl opening his sober bar, and we're gonna see Amanda in her swimsuit line. And we're gonna see, I guess, Schwartzy on why not? See him on Summer House. See him on Summer House. Give the
What's
kid, huh?
good? See. Yeah. Schwartzy's gonna be on Summer House. Yeah.
And he's did you see that for 1300? Miss Vanderpump has given him a job and he's going to Wolf. And
Oh,
for $1,300, you can do the VIP night at the casino and get the
yeah.
pit show.
I saw
So
that. I
1300, babes.
I
Yes,
saw
we
that.
have guests at the house today. Yes, that's correct. It's a
Staff.
Sunday that we're
The
recording
staff
this.
is walking around. All
The
right.
staff is walking around.
Loving you and leaving you.
Um, what was I gonna say? Do the live show, right?
We already talked about it at the beginning, but absolutely. Eventbrite.com. Get your tickets, $30 for our virtual live podcast. It's happening October 29th, a Tuesday night. Halloween costume contest, getting a juicy, delicious prize pack. And
And let's eat candy on air.
let's eat candy, have cocktails. Eat your edibles if you'd like. We cannot wait to see you. Get your tickets, eventbrite.com. Search David Yontef, Sarah Fraser. Ticket links are in our Instagram bios. You can find them and on our IG stories.
And I'm gonna see you in 2 minutes for our other business.
All right, doll.